Good evening, welcome back to the Dangerous Faggot Tour. It seemed natural to start the tour in Texas because you love freedom. I'm going to talk to you today about hate crime hoaxes and why it is that a particular minority group we are all encouraged to treat nicely seems to be remarkably adept and seems to have a habit of creating hate crime hoaxes. We have discovered that there is one group in the LGBT spectrum that seems to have a propensity for imagining things that didn't happen, or indeed committing crimes against themselves, and they are our rug-munching friends, the lesbians. Look, for example, at this. This was scrawled on the garage of a lesbian couple, Carol Ann and Laura Stutt of Venor, Tennessee. How could people be such hurtful, intolerant bigots in 2016, in current year? Well, the answer, of course, is that they're not. And the lesbians did it. They didn't just do that, they also burnt down their own house. They burnt down their own house, tried to claim $250,000 in insurance money, saying that it was a homophobic hate crime, having their house burnt down. Luca Marie, a lesbian professor at the University of Central Michigan, who punched herself in the face at a concert and accused a random man of anti-gay violence. How much do you have to hate yourself to punch yourself in the face? Most shocking of all is the story of Charlie. This is Charlie. No, it is a woman. Charlie, behave. This is Charlie. Now, Charlie is a lesbian woman in Nebraska who claimed that 3 men in ski masks invaded her home, beat her, spray-painted her house with anti-gay slurs, carved slurs on her body, and then set fire to the house. And they say lesbians have no imagination. Kerry Dunn, guess what her job is? Second one I've had today. A professor, a lesbian professor at Claremont, I think. Yes, Claremont claimed that racist hate slogans have been scrawled on her car. This is Azalea Cooley, a black lesbian wheelchair-bound cancer sufferer. No, that's not funny. What is funny is she felt the need to go for even more victimhood credentials than what she already had by faking a hate crime. She lied, and she said that racists had lit a cross on fire in her porch. CCTV footage later showed her wheeling herself out and setting fire to it herself. Sarah Kasperite, there we go, there's Sarah. Sarah Kasperite, a student in Oklahoma, claimed that homophobes carved the word lesbian into her flesh. Imagine that. Imagine a crime like that. Well, she did it to herself. These are just some of the examples, by the way, that my researchers have come up with. Just a couple. We have scoured the known publication universe for examples of hate crimes. Discovered actually over 100 hate crimes just last year, representing almost all of the hate crimes that were reported on that year. Turned out to be fake. This is the product of a political left that believes that America is so bad, even though they can't actually find anyone genuinely doing anything bad, that they have to invent fake hate crimes to pin it on people like you. To suggest that white America, that conservative America, that particularly states like Texas, are hotbeds of racism and sexism and hatred and bigotry. Well, I don't believe that to be the case, and I don't think they do either. It's weird. You know, there is a problem in the West, by the way, with homophobia. It isn't coming from conservative states like this. It's coming from somewhere a little different. Here is an example of real homophobia in America. I gave a speech after Orlando, and I said that really this is the left on notice, that every gay charity deserves to be shut down if it doesn't respond properly to something that is happening in America. It is not conservative Americans who are endangering the lives of gay people. And the left loves to muddy the waters between language and action, saying that words can be violent. This idea of hate speech is ridiculous. But that's real. That's a real thing. That's 50 people dead and 50 people injured from an ideology that doesn't share our values. An ideology that the left politicians, the leftist media, and left-wing celebrities want to paper over. not interested in telling the truth about it, not interested in facing up to what it means. They want to lie to you about it. They want to pander to the people who subscribe to this ideology, to mollycoddle them, to protect them, insulate them from criticism. People like Omar Mateen. Omar Mateen killed 50 people. But that's the reality in America. And that's what is coming into Europe. That is entering Germany by millions, entering Sweden by hundreds of thousands. UK now has a Muslim mayor who is perfectly happy to show up to segregated rallies where the women have to cover their hair and stand at the back. Polls in Britain show that 52%, and these aren't crazy right-wing imaginings, these are polls conducted by left-leaning public broadcasters, 52% of Muslims in Britain want gay sex made illegal. 100% of British Muslims think that it's an unacceptable lifestyle choice. 39% of Muslims believe that a woman should always obey her husband. Now, some people have views on that, but it is certainly not compatible with the values that we've come to expect from the progressive left. And 20% of them, that's 1 in 5, want Sharia law, in which, under certain circumstances, a woman's testimony is worth half that of a man's. These are the things that the progressive left does not concern itself with. Instead, they're painting queers on their garages. They're painting fag on their houses. And they are doing carving words into their own arms, claiming that it is the fault of straight white male patriarchy and evil capitalist America. Well, there's a reason that Islam and feminism get on so well, because they're both authoritarian doctrines that hate the West. There's a sort of unholy alliance, in a way that in the Soviet Union, the KGB used to call the left useful idiots, kind of doing our work for us without realizing it. Well, feminists and progressive social justice warriors, Black Lives Matter, they are ISIS's useful idiots, doing the work here at home of unraveling what makes this country great and what makes this country strong. I'm here to you as a warning from Europe, imploring you not to let it happen. Because we need you. We need America. We need America to be strong, and we need America to be free. Because without that, it's the weakest in society who get hurt first, by people like Omar Mateen. There's some good news here for the lesbians among you. Women do have malleable sexuality. The born this way thing that you're expected to believe, that gays are just born that way, and that's nothing you can do about it. Well, it's a lie. It was invented in the 80s and 90s by the gay lobby. And it was invented because the religious right, who I don't particularly like any more than I like the feminists, to be honest, said that homosexuality was a sinful lifestyle choice. And that although they loved the sinner, they hated the sin. And this was something people should stop doing. Well, my advice to lesbians is very simple. I think as a gay man, it's possible to eke out a living and some fun. I'm sort of living proof of that. But as a gay woman, it doesn't seem to be, and you seem to be putting yourself in alarming amounts of danger for not very much reason at all. I, of course, also mean this in the sense, in gay's real sense. Now, you can use gay to mean homosexual, but you can also mean gay. You can also use gay to mean crap, rubbish, Hillary supporting, immigrant loving, that kind of gay, that's gay. Everyone in this room, by the way, by virtue of attending, has acquired a lifetime fag pass. No, it's true. The lifetime retroactive fag pass. And if your professors are gay, you can maybe don't cash it in until you graduate. It may surprise some people who are angry with watching the live stream or angry with me at this point, love women, and I want them to be happy. Most lesbians aren't, and it seems as though that's an avoidable lifestyle. And so, if you're listening, lesbians, I implore you, if you want to get happy, suck a dick. It really works. I can promise you. All right, thank you.